What's happening, Hot Wheelers? Joe Motor 49 here with you. And it is almost the end of June 2014 shooting this video. And I thought I would show you, before the month is up, I'd show you my muscle car calendar here. And for the month of June, we've got the 1970 AMC Mark Donohue Trans Am Javelin SST. This muscle car calendar has been one of my favorite ones ever, and the Javelin's one of my favorite cars, especially the Mark Donohue, so thought it'd be a good excuse to get out my Mark Donohue Javelins and take a closer look. Alright, so what you're looking at here are three different versions of the 1971 AMC Javelin AMX race car. Not the SST that was in my calendar here, but this is the Mark Donohue AMC Javelin AMX, and there's three different releases of it, and Greenlight did two of them and Hot Wheels did one of them, and so I thought we'd take a look at all three and just check them out here. So the first release is this one right here. This was the Greenlight Muscle Car Garage Hobby Collection, which I think came out around 2010 or so, and this one, of course, as you would expect from Greenlight, has amazing detail, beautiful little Goodyear racing tires, tiny little tampos. There's your Penske Tampo, Javelin, Goodyear. You can get the safety net with the roll cage, which is two different colors, and you can see the steering wheel down in there. Here's the Sunoco, and here's the Champion Tampo here in the front. See if I can get that to focus. There we go. So, you know, as you would expect from Greenlight, lots of great little Tampo details here. Here's the hood with the hood pins. Really nice paint work. Here's under the hood. You can see a little bit under there. And then this tiny little AMC AMX logo right there in the center. Beautiful. Javelin down here on the bottom. Little scoop right here. And all the way around again. And then on the rear, beautiful stuff. Okay, so there's the basic setup here, and this is number 811. I think the Muscle Car Garage was limited to a certain number. I can't remember off the top of my head, but with a lot of Greenlights they number the bases, so this one is number 811. So that would be the first release of the AMC Javelin Mark Donohue version. And the second release was actually the Hot Wheels one, which came out in 2011 Vintage Racing. I'm going to save that one for last, though, because I thought we'd do is look at the other Greenlight, since they're the most similar. This one came out, I think, in 2012, and this was part of the 10th anniversary releases, but it was released in the Road Racer series. So if you're looking for this car by series, it'd be in the Road Racers. But it was released 2 years later. But as you can see right off the bat, a lot of similarity except for the wheels and tires. These wheels and tires are more chrome, and they say Greenlight 10th anniversary. Let's see if I can get up here close so you can actually see what I'm talking about. There's 10th anniversary Greenlight. And most of the other details of the car are pretty much the same, and I'll show you up close here in just a second the differences. I'll just give you a once around here so you get an idea. But you can see the base is chrome on this one. It's also numbered, but I don't think these were limited to a specific number. So let me put these side by side here. So now you can see the major differences between these two cars. You got the gunmetal wheels on the Muscle Car Garage release and the chrome wheels on the 10th anniversary release. And that color, the gunmetal and the chrome, continues to their base. So you can see the Muscle Car Garage has the gunmetal wheels and a gunmetal base, and the 10th anniversary's got the chrome wheels and a chrome base. The wheels are also thicker on the 10th anniversary release, as you can see here. Thicker wheels. And of course the writing on the tires is really the biggest difference between the two. Greenlight 10th anniversary there, and the straight up Goodyears on the Muscle Car Garage Hobby Collection. So that's the biggest difference you'll notice right off the bat, is the wheels and the tires and the color of the base. There are a couple of subtle differences on these two cars, though. The first one being the front grille. See if I can get up here close. Alright, so you see on the left there is the 10th anniversary, this one here, and on the right is the original Muscle Car Garage release. You notice that grille texture that they added to the 10th anniversary release here on the left, and on the original release it's a smooth front grille. So I'm not sure why they decided to add it, but they certainly did. A very subtle difference there for the 10th anniversary release. I'm not sure I showed you under the hood of the 10th anniversary, but it's pretty much the same. Just a chrome engine in there. And then the other subtle difference is on the rear. Obviously the license plate appearing here on the left on the 10th anniversary release, it says GL 10 year. And get up real close here and get a good look at that. Indiana. And then the taillights are a little bit more red on the 10th anniversary release as well. Okay, so those are the subtle differences of those two, but basically the same release, same car, just some wheels, tires, base, and a couple little subtle differences there between those two releases. But in between these two came the Hot Wheels version. And this was released in the 2011 Vintage Racing series, which is my favorite, probably my favorite series of all time. I'm always looking for vintage racing cars. So, you know, if you've got any extras and you want to get rid of them, let me know. But this is one of my favorites. And of course with Hot Wheels, you know, you're not going to get all the tiny little perfect details that Greenlight offers, because their cars, the Greenlight cars, are more limited. Hot Wheels is definitely more mass produced. So you get not as much detail here on the front grille, but it is a very nice clean casting. They got grille texture, headlights look great, no opening hood, but you do have tampos for the hood pins. Basically the same tampos for the sponsors here, but a little bit of difference here. I'll pull up the Greenlight release here so you can see the difference in tampos, but pretty similar. And the Goodyear tires on the Hot Wheels are just awesome. They look really close to the real thing, and they're slicks too, which is really more true to form. And the wheels are just killer. But the interior is all white. You got a white roll bar. You don't have a safety net, so it's all white on the inside. And then you do have some tampos on the back here. I don't think the taillights are painted. They're just sort of blend in with the red of the car. And but overall, the Hot Wheels, the stance of this vehicle and the width of it just seems more correct. And I got to give it to Hot Wheels. Their cars roll way better than any other manufacturer. You also get the pipes here on the base of the Hot Wheels that look more like the real thing, as opposed to the Greenlight, which looks more like a factory car. So when you put them side by side, and I'll put the 10th anniversary just in the background here, you sort of see how the different stance of the car makes them look like totally different cars. Let me close up here so you can see. So you can see the wide, low stance of the Hot Wheels versus the sort of skinny, tight stance of the Greenlight. See, those wheels are kind of tucked in under there, and it's got a little more slender appearance, whereas the Hot Wheels low to the ground, those big, thick, meaty tires stick out the side. And so I just like the curviness of the Hot Wheels a lot better than the Greenlight. But of course the details on the Greenlight are hard to beat, so it's hard to decide which one you like better. I love all three of them, but the Hot Wheels overall, the overall casting, I think is my favorite. I'll just show you the base here in case you're interested. I don't think I showed you that. So what I'm going to do is show you the actual pictures of of Mark Donohue's car next to these, and you can make the decision for yourself, you know, which one you like the best. But one thing I want to note before we finish up here is the packaging for each one of these three releases spelled Mark Donohue's name differently. So I'm going to put up the original release right now. This is the original release. I'm going to put that, I don't have the package, so I'm going to put a picture of it up here, and you can see how Mark Donohue's name is spelled. And then I'm going to show you the Greenlight. This is the 10th anniversary release package that I've got here. And then I've got a carded This is my only other Javelin here, the card of Vintage Racing here. And you can see, hopefully, you see how Mark Donohue's name is spelled differently. So, which one got it right? Well, the original Greenlight release got it right. It's MarkDonohue. So, I don't have any idea why Greenlight, the second time around, got it wrong. After the first time, they got it right. So somebody didn't get the memo, and they put an A here instead of an O. And then Hot Wheels just completely missed the mark with putting a C in his first name instead of a K. So, I mean, I've looked it up online and looked at his, you know, his signature, his racing suit when he's racing. You can see the spelling of his name. And Greenlight got it right the first time. So I'm not sure what happened here with the 10th anniversary release and the Vintage Racing Hot Wheels release. But it's interesting to note that his name is spelled completely different on all three releases. Alright, so that's the look at the 1971 AMC Javelin AMX, the Mark Donohue race car, Vintage Racing. There is one other release of this car that I forgot to mention, and it's another Greenlight, and it's a special edition release with the Mark Donohue sort of regalia or galia on the top or in the front of the card. And but I don't think it's a different car. I think it's the exact same car as in the Muscle Car Garage Hobby release. As far as I can tell, it's the same car. So there were 4 releases of this car, but only 3 different variations of the car. I think that's right. If for some reason I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. But just an extra bit of information there. So now I'm going to show you the car close up, and we'll compare it to the pictures of the actual car, and you can tell me in the comments which one you think is the best rendering in 1/64 scale. In the meantime, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.